Welcome to everyone, especially anyone new. And this is Dollars and Cents Budgeting with Lisa. I'm so happy that you all are here. I am excited for this video. We are going to be looking at cash unstuffing for week 2 expenses, and then we're going to do cash planning for week 3. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because it may be somewhat of a lengthy video, but I'm going to try and make it as short as possible and make it as entertaining as possible. But again, thank you all. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, this is Dollars and Cents Budgeting, my channel. Welcome. Please, before I get started, really would encourage you to hit the like button, especially subscribe, and I really would like to hear any comments that you have along the way. If you have any questions, if something I'm doing that you may have any questions about, I'll be glad to answer them. So let's go ahead and get started with cash unstuffing for week 2. And so I have my little handy dandy expense tracking sheet. Some things I used my card, different cards, credit cards, and I am unstuffing my binders to pay back my card. Some things I actually paid cash for, but I paid cash out of my checking buffer account, and so I need to pay that back to my checking account to make sure that that stays at a level that we can keep going forward each week, so it doesn't get below a certain amount. So the first thing is food, and that is in this binder here. And so we had several days of food, and one of the things I did this week was I kept a lot of my budgeting money. We did, I believe, $50 for eating out and $100 for groceries, although I use those two accounts sort of interchangeably. I just like to keep them separate so that when I'm tracking it from month to month, I sort of got a grasp on how much money I'm actually spending on eating out versus money we're spending in groceries, so that I'll know in areas that I need to pull back, some that I need to maybe beef up, or maybe some things that are just not realistic in how you budget. Sometimes we think we're going to come in and spend $100 a week on groceries, and at the end of the month you end up spending $250 a week. So that helps me to keep a track of the difference in eating out and groceries. So for this week, the total I had $18.76 for food on the 8th, $10.11, and then I had another one for $19.88, and then another for $20.97, and then I had another for $65. Now I already highlighted the $65 because I had already pulled money out of the binder and had it in my wallet. So I've already basically paid that back, and so I went ahead and highlighted that off of my expense tracker so I don't have to pull that money back out. But for sake of time, I'm not going to try and do each individual one, and I've already added that up. So food and grocery is coming in at $79. And again, I've used some of the funds, like the $65 that I'd already pulled out. So I believe I'm going to be short a few dollars of what I've got left in here. So weekly eating out, I believe I've got maybe 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in eating out. Put that on my calculator. And then groceries, 20, 40, 60. So that is $75. And so I owe $79. So I need $4. I owe myself $4. I'm going to put me a little sticky note in here so that when I cash stuff, I'll owe myself $4. Every dollar adds up, so that's the way I keep a track on that. So let me go ahead and mark this off. The next is I'm going to go to my gifts, birthdays. I took out $10 for a gift for someone, and that is in this binder. So I'm going to take that out. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, the gift. I also need to do 25 from birthdays, which is in the same binder. And don't have enough change. I'm gonna have to come back to that. See if I can make change somewhere. Also forgot to do that. So I need to come back to birthday, and I need to do medical, which is in, I believe, this binder. Yes. We had a maintenance issue with our vehicle, and it came up to be $212.25. I knew I only had $70 in our car maintenance at this time. I did have the cash in another envelope, and so I didn't want to use our card because the mechanic's office charged a fee to use a credit card. So we're all about saving $1. So I actually took those funds from my medical envelope, and I know that the medical envelope had enough money in it to cover that expense for the time being. So I took the whole amount out of medical, and so now that I'm cash unstuffing, I'm going to come in and I'm going to take the 50, 60, 60, I have only $65 in transportation, and so that's that. So it was $212.25. I'm going to do $212 minus 65. So I am short and owe myself or owe another envelope, the medical envelope, $147. So as I cash stuff for next week, I'm going to catch that up and pay that back to the medical. So we'll mark that off. And I am going to put an I owe you. And this is real life, folks, because, you know, you have things to come up and you have to owe yourself. So I owe $147 to myself or to the medical envelope, but I need to pay it out of the car envelope. So I will do that when I do cash stuffing for next week. The last thing is to go back to birthday and now and see if I have enough change to take the funds out of that. I need to get you the right binder. Money's going everywhere here. I hope everything is in view. So, birthdays, I'm going to, no, not this birthday. It is this one, I believe. Yes. So, I need $25 and I have 40. So 40 subtract 25 is 15. And I do have enough for that. So 15 is coming back. And now birthdays has 50, 60, 65, and a 20 back here because I didn't put it in the right spot. So 50, 70, 80, 85. So birthdays now has 85. And I will fix my tracker off camera. So that is the, so well, let's do 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 175. So that's what I needed to pay myself back and to pay my credit card. So this, some of this will be going back to, well, all of it's going to go back to the bank, but most of it's going to go back to paying our credit card, and then the rest will go into back to our buffer. So let me put this away. And we're going to go to cash planning for week 3. Get my stuff here. Sorry. So cash planning for week 3, I am looking at cash planning $503, and we're going to get started in my brown binder, which is basically our living expenses. So eating out is, let's get my calculator here just to make sure I'm putting the right amount of money from the 503. And I always on camera don't like to do this, but it's part of cash planning and cash stuffing in our world. So eating out is going to get $50 again this week. Groceries is going to get $100. But I know out of that $100, I owe myself $4 back. Gas is getting $60 for cash planning for living expenses and priorities for this week. Our low priority, my black binder. Let me see what we're going to do. Birthdays is getting, family birthdays, it's getting $5. I think I didn't take that 60 out. We'll know when we get to the end. $5. Lisa, my personal is getting $5. The hubby is getting $5. Date night is also getting $5. A lot of my binder, this binder usually gets a lot of $5. Family fun is getting $5. And vacation is getting $5. And that's it for that binder. The next is our high priority dark gray binder here. And household is getting, I think I'll do 20. Lawn care is getting $5. Pantry is getting $5. Office and technology is getting $5. The car is getting $150. I know I owe $147. I'm just gonna round it up to $150, which will probably make this a little bit more, probably $506. But I'm gonna switch it up and just do $150 that I owe. Medical is not getting anything. Even though I need to put some in there, but I'll have to hit that up next pay, next week. And if I didn't mention, my this pay is going from $7.15 to $7.22. And let's see, holidays is the next binder. Anniversary, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Valentine's Day. These four, they are getting, anniversary is getting $2. Mother's Day and Father's Day, they're getting $1 each. And Anniversary is getting $2. That's all that. Gifts is getting $5. Birthdays is getting $5. Thanksgiving is getting $10. Christmas is getting $10. My Christmas miscellaneous, it's not getting anything this pay period. That's it for my holiday binder. And the last thing is my savings, monthly, yearly savings challenges. And July is getting, the next one on here is 40. So I believe I put down 40. Yep. So I believe that's correct because I changed one of these to 150, and so that should be all of my cash planning for the month of, or the week of 7/15/7/22, and this is actually my second paycheck of the month of July. I appreciate everyone staying till the end. I appreciate everyone subscribing and hitting that like button and to leave me a comment. This is a new channel of mine, and I have a lot to learn, and I'm continuing to learn, and I appreciate all of the feedback from the community. Please, if you would, hit the subscribe button and the like button and provide any comments, any questions that you have, or anything that I do that you would like for me to explain a little bit more or understand what's going on, especially if you're new to the whole cash planning, cash stuffing, zero-based methodology of budgeting. If you have any questions about that, I'd be glad to answer. Thank you, everyone, and I appreciate you being a part of my community and my family. Thank you.